there, this is Sam here. Today I'm going to be talking to you about sabotage and resistance and why we sometimes feel like we're back to where we started. Okay, let me explain sabotage and resistance with the analogy of the comfort zone and the danger zone. So let's start by imagining we're standing in the center of a round carpet underneath us. There's a pole in the center and our legs and feet are strapped to that pole with an elastic band. And this carpet represents our comfort zone. So our comfort zone is not necessarily comfortable and nice. Often it's a terrible place that we want to leave behind, but it feels comfortable. So if you think of any time in your life where you felt not good, maybe an abusive relationship, maybe a painful situation, maybe a really difficult time in your life, and although you wanted to get away from it, it somewhat feels comfortable because when you wake up, you know what it's like, even though it might not be nice. So what happens is that our brain thinks it's comfortable. You can kind of resist it, you can blame it like a cage, you can push against it, you can say it's because of that and it's all its fault. However, it's not good and you want to leave it. So therefore, you take steps to change. You might learn something, you might get a mentor or support, you might, do some courses, you might listen to podcasts, you might read interesting books, you might have awesome conversations, and you start changing and expanding and growing, and you're feeling good. And first of all, it's all amazingly flowing. As you're walking from that center of that round carpet and the pillar and the pole to the edges of that round carpet, you are stretching a little bit in that elastic band, but you don't really notice it that much yet. The next zone over, the next circle around that round carpet is the learning zone. So that is where you grow, expand, you listen to stuff, you talk to people, you learn, and you find it super exciting. Or at least you're growing and you're not really noticing much of a resistance. It's more like you're in flow, it feels good. And then you might stretch that elastic band so far that as you reach that end of the circle of the learning zone, you then hit danger zone. And that's where your brain goes, alarm, 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 dangerous. You are too dangerously distant from your original point in the center of your comfort zone. And as you reach that end of elastic stretch of your elastic band, it will zip you back, if not throwing you further behind, at least to where the pole is in the center of the old comfort zone. So that's when we can often ask, what did I do so wrong? Like that pathway wasn't working for me, it didn't do it for me, it didn't work out, and now I'm back here again. What did I do to end back here again? And I hear that quite a lot, right? So it's like, oh, I'm back to where I started. No, that's not true. What you can actually ask is, what did I do so right to hit dangerous levels for my brain to go, I am too far away from where I started from? Because just so you know, our dreams, our purpose, wherever we want to go that's far away from our current reality is usually far, far in the danger zone, far away from your original point of comfort in the center of your comfort zone. So that means that it's actually a wonderful, amazing sign when you get triggered that much. It doesn't feel comfortable, but the cool thing is that if you realize this, that you actually hit a really dangerously amazing point in danger zone, and you did things very, very right to get there, then that means you can straight zip back there because you know the path already and it's not going to be hard work. So instead of going, oh, that didn't work out, it wasn't meant to be, and turning somewhere else and trying something completely different, I highly suggest to go, what did I do so right? What did I do before? And get straight back on that train. And then you'll find you're literally zipping to that point where you were hitting danger zone before, and then you can go from there. Slowly, I generally recommend recognizing the signs of resistance first. If you're not familiar with them, you can always get my book, Remember Who You Are. I go into detail into all those resistant patterns, and it's really, really good to be mindful of them. Because when you can recognize your own patterns, you can look out for it and you can slow down ever so slightly before you just kind of slip into that danger zone. You can kind of watch out for it, and then you can find ways and strategies to manage this level a bit easier so you don't get catapulted back. However, if it ever happens, just know you weren't doing anything wrong, you weren't off track, you were actually so very much on track that your brain freaked out. It's a good problem to have, really, just you need to recognize it. So I hope this helps, because your purpose and your vision and dreams are in danger zone. So the more you can get close to it and you know how to manage it, the easier and flowing and smooth the ride. And that's what I'm hoping for you. Take the brakes off, the time's now, and you've got this. So much love, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.